Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalie Smith. Thank you for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about how I found a job in Jamaica. Yes, it is true. When I left the UK, I had no job. And a lot of people in the comments have asked questions around
what did you do to find a job?
They've shared comments around
I'm looking to leave the UK and I want to move to Jamaica. How did you find a job?
I decided to do a video on that. Now, if you have watched this video talks a little bit about me looking for a job, but I didn't really spend a lot of time on it. But I still recommend you watch this video because you'll get to know me a bit more. And in this video today, I'm going to talk to you about how I found a job in Jamaica. I recommend you watch this video if you're thinking about moving to Jamaica. If you want to get an idea around life in Jamaica, then this video is also for you. If you're ready, let's get started. Hello, welcome back everybody. Thank you for sticking around. Hello to my new viewers. I really appreciate you being here. If you're loving this content, subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you always will stay updated whenever I drop a new video. Hello to my loyal subscribers. Big up yourself. And the reason why I say that is because my channel has grown exponentially in the last 3-4 weeks, and I know it's because of all of my loyal subscribers that have been commenting, liking, sharing. I really appreciate all of your support, and I'm really glad that the content resonates with you. Let's start talking about my journey to Jamaica in finding a job. I had no job. When I got to Jamaica, it was like, now what? And it's quite interesting because that is quite surprising for a lot of people, because this video talks about the foundational skills I learned in my career in the UK. I'm very big on planning, organizing, being proactive, knowing what I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it, how I'm going to do it, having my to-do list. If you haven't watched that video, the link is in this description. I had my CV and my resume and I'd updated that and I was good to go. I went into the Google search, I typed in jobs in Jamaica. I found a couple of websites that I could apply for jobs on. One of them was splash.com. I don't know if that's around anymore. And then the other one that I found was caribbeanjobs.com, which definitely is around. When I was working in Kingston as head of human resources, I partnered with Caribbean Jobs to post all of our job roles for the company that I worked for. I'm applying on these job sites, these recruitment websites and all things, and it's just really quiet. I'm like, what's going on? And then if I did get a reply, people were asking me questions.
Are you living in the UK? Are you living in Jamaica?
Clearly it's obvious that I'm not in Jamaica because of my dress. I really appreciate people reaching out to me to clarify what was going on. And so the guidance they were giving me was,
it's best that you actually apply for this job in Jamaica.
And I really appreciated that response. That is why I had no job when I moved to Jamaica. So because of that, I was like, okay, when I get to Jamaica, I'll start applying. I spent a few days settling in. I didn't have a laptop at that time. So did I have a laptop at the time? No, I didn't think I did. Did I? Or maybe I did. But I do remember going to internet cafes. So either I was going to internet cafes to print resumes or to apply for jobs. I was living in St. Anne and I remember walking to the hotels. I was walking around giving my resume out to hotels. I started to research companies in Jamaica to see if they've got a website. I also looked for companies outside of Jamaica. I'd go on the website, go to the location to see if they've got offices in Jamaica, or I would go to the careers portal, and with Vistaprint I applied directly on their website. Those are some of the ways that I was looking for jobs and what I did in regards to getting my job in Montego Bay. I'm going to take you through a little bit around what happened in the recruitment selection process. I applied for the job around the end of July, beginning of August. I did not start with Vistaprint until November. So that's kind of quite a few months. I was interviewed by 4 people. The person's role I was applying for, I was interviewed by, the person that I'd be reporting into, the HR director for Jamaica, and then the head of the global team who was based in the United States. That's why it took so long. That was, you could say, my recruitment and selection process, or my journey in getting the job in Montego Bay. If this was helpful and you are enjoying my stories and what I'm sharing, I'd love it if you could like and subscribe. I'd love it if you could share this video with somebody who you think would find this very beneficial. I'll talk to you about me finding my job in Kingston. Montego Bay definitely had its disadvantages. There was a hurricane that we had. When everything was getting back online, like JPS was up and running, it was always Kingston that would get light first. I remember thinking, when I went to courts, for example, to buy something, it wasn't in stock. They'd say it's being delivered from Kingston. If I needed to go and renew my passport, I would need to go to Kingston.
Everything's in Kingston. Why am I here?
I was looking at specific roles and I did apply for jobs in Kingston. It just never aligned for me to have the opportunity to get something in Kingston. So the way that I found my job in Kingston, I just went online looking for jobs, but this time I was specifically looking for roles in Kingston. I wanted to come to Kingston just to say that I've lived and worked in Kingston. The salary is more in Kingston compared to Montego Bay. Splash was still there. This is where I found the job, my first job in Kingston. The person that reached out to me wasn't a recruiter, it was directly the company. And the company was partnering with a call center that hadn't any call centers in Jamaica. This company we partnered with is Ibex Global. It's a call center operations and they started in Kingston. Myself and 3 other people went into a joint venture with them. I started as the HR manager and I launched the company. It was very different because whilst I work in HR, my main focus is learning and development, leadership development, talent development. I work in HR, but it was still a growth and stretch role. And it's something that I said to the person during the interview and they said, yeah, I know that, but your resume speaks volumes about where you've worked, who you've worked with and your experience. My resume and experience piqued their interest. The person that interviewed me on the telephone interview, he said, could you come to Kingston tomorrow morning? Or I was thinking, does this man know I live in Montego Bay? Montego Bay to Kingston is not a 10-minute drive or an hour. It transpired that the person that I was speaking to was an American, did have an in-person interview, and the in-person interview happened in Montego Bay at Half Moon. So not the hotel, but there's a place that you can go and shop. They were playing golf, I believe. They were the owner, chairman and founder of the company called Tritel, who we were going to be in a joint venture with Ibex. Kingston might be a concrete jungle, but it's the city. There's so much more I can do. Everything is open much later. And I thought to myself, yeah man, Montego Bay, a country man. It really is country. It's not like there's 1 or 2 KFCs or 1 or 2 Burger Kings or 2 or 3 supermarkets. There are a lot more of things like that. It was quicker and easier to get to places. 5 minutes to get there, 10 minutes to get there. But there are disadvantages. I no longer get to see the Caribbean Sea within minutes. The nearest place to see the sea is Hellshire, Fort Clarence or the airport, but that ain't really sea. That reminds me of the River Thames. So there were some disadvantages of being in Kingston. I'll do a video actually of my life living in the North Coast and living in Kingston. I really hope that was helpful in letting you know how I found a job, my experiences and how I felt in finding a job, sourcing a job in Montego Bay and then deciding to move from Montego Bay to Kingston. I'm offering a complimentary free 1-hour coaching session. If you're thinking of moving to Jamaica, you want to know more about how I adjusted in my life, you want to know more about how I found a job or where I lived or anything like that, I'd be happy to talk to you about my experiences, challenges, struggles, how I adjusted, how I overcome, and I hope to help you figure out whether or not this is a step that you want to take by living in Jamaica. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I do hope that this was helpful and also a bit funny as well. If you like this video, if you love this video, please make sure that you subscribe. You click that notification bell so you can stay up to date of more content and topics like this that I'll be posting. And I would really love it if you could share this video with somebody. If somebody is thinking about moving here, if somebody is worried about trying to find a job, to let them know about this video, and let them know about the coaching session as well. The coaching session link for you to be able to book your free coaching session is in the description below. I've also put a few more other related videos to this topic. I hope you get a chance to do a bit of binge watching. Until next time, everybody, remember to learn, love and live. Stay blessed.